Alrighty folks, welcome back. It's an ASOS and we're here for some 7 Days to Die. Currently in Alpha 12, 12.4 to be specific. Been wanting to record this for a while. 12 had some issues and I was kind of waiting on some updates. So it looks like they fixed a bunch of stuff. I have some ideas for this series. Don't know if I'm going to make this like a super long series on Alpha 12, but we'll see. So let's make a brand new world. I was just doing some tests there. Well, I guess that's fine. So let's just make this A12 LP1. How about that? I've got some ideas on how I'm going to play this. Okay, random gen, single. Yep, that's good. And settings, we're going to keep all this at default. The daylight length has changed. So morning is 6 a.m. and 16. Well, if you set it for 12 hours, you get night starting at 6 p.m., 8, 10, and midnight. So we'll leave it at the default of 10 p.m. That sounds about right for real nighttime, right? And we're going to make this 40 minutes instead of 50, just so it'll fit in the YouTube time limits a little bit better. And the craft timers are on fast. Oh, when I was doing some testing, we can turn this off. Okay, so that's it. Everything else is default. Let's create it. I'll talk a little bit more about how I want to do this series in a little bit, but I will mention this is not my first attempt at recording this. My overall goal is to last for 7 days without dying. And the first time I tried it, I did not. The second time I had encoding issues, but I did actually survive the first episode. That's a lot of lens flare. I just had problems with the recording and had to restart that. And yes, the third time. Third time's a charm? No, third time's not the charm. The third time, what do I need? A stone, not wood. The third time I got ganked by dogs and a cop on a road. I didn't see a wasteland, but apparently there was a wasteland somewhere nearby because bad things happen. So, try number 4. Let's go. First thing you might notice is stone axe is now at the top of the list, and that's because I have the materials to make it. Second thing you might notice is you can just click on it, and boom, stone axe, which is awesome, instead of the older ones where you actually had to manually click in each item the first time through. So that's great. Now, we're going to want some plant fibers, some just basic stone, wood stuff. Unfortunately, we've started in a desert, and one of the problems people have been having with this this version is the new world gen, new random world gen, is a little wonky. Some people like it. You can survive in the desert. It's why can't I hit you? It's definitely possible, but it's maybe not the most aesthetically pleasing. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the desert, even though, yes, you can actually survive here. This is apparently the end of the world because the road just stops. I've never seen a road in 7 days that just completely stops. So we do that twice sometimes. Oh, and I just walked past, I guess. There is a point of interest pathway over here. So that's a new thing in 7 days, is off of the main roads you're going to find these little pathways that will lead you to different kinds of little points of interest. Well, where is it? Should be, oh, it should be on the other side completely. There it is. Alright. Yeah, I'd like to be getting some wood, but in the desert the only wood I think you can get is these little things. And I think you only get like one. Let's try. Yeah. Alright, so that's fine. I mean, that'll actually get us started, because we do need some sticks to build, you know what, actually let's grab a couple of these. We do need some sticks in order to be able to build up a club and a bow and some other stuff, and arrows and stuff, so honestly you can convert one log into quite a few sticks. I don't know what the number is off the top of my head, but you get 16 planks, I guess, and then each plank converts down to a whole bunch of sticks. Let's not use all the planks. Yeah, that's going to be 100 sticks right there. All right, let's go check out this POI while that's crafting and see what we've got. Oh, now that's interesting. I didn't think there was any. I was going to mention that. I didn't think there was like any water generation, but I guess, and it sort of makes sense in the desert here. There's a little oasis point of interest, I guess. Okay. Well, anyway. So I don't want to. Okay. Anyway, we got to get back to the northwest. Let's get going down the road here because I don't see much of interest right here. Northwest, this way. Oh yes, rocks. Rocks are, of course, kind of important early on. Actually, really important early on. And one of the things they're talking about for Alpha 13, and yes, they're already working on Alpha 13. They have been for a while. Is a new. Come on, give me that. A new way of gathering resources, and I am all for that because walking over every rock and pointing at it and whatnot is kind of a pain. Ooh, level 2 just from crafting. I like it. Alright, let's get some organization here. Let's get a bow going. Okay, so let's see what we can make now. We can make a wooden club, which is kind of terrible, but it's better than nothing. This will do 8 damage, 8.2 damage on that one versus 2 damage, 2.5. So that's like on the order of 4 times as good as your hatchet for attacking bad guys. Let's get a bow going, and then we'll get some arrows going, and I'll feel a little bit better about things after that. What is that? Huh. Yeah. Don't really want to bother with fighting zombies just yet. I'm curious what this little archway is. If it's just nothing, or if there's anything good here. Maybe there's a little stash, a little bit of wood, some cactus. Not really. Man, look at the thorns on that thing. Whew. I'm not touching that. Okay, I guess I haven't said it, but these are yucca. The brown ones are yucca, and the others are aloe. The yucca you can make into yucca juice. So that's another way to get some hydration going when you can't find any water. Although we did just find a point of interest back there with some water in it. And the aloes are for making bandages? I think, yeah, you make aloe cream or something, and then you can use that on your bandages to make better bandages. So that's definitely worth grabbing. Okay, let's get on and try to find a real point of interest. There's a water tower. That's not a real one, but something. And or a way out of this desert. So I will mention that is one of the problems people are having. Craft, please. There you go. One of the problems people are having with this version of the alpha is that you can pretty often end up with maps that are miles and miles and miles of desert. So here's our POI path, but obviously we can see real quickly what's going on. I think it's a water tower. What do you guys think that is? Oh yeah, it's even got a pipe coming out of it. Interesting. I wonder if there's a way to get water out. Oh, hello. Yeah. Yeah, I went up to one of these before and I found nothing. So let's just check the trash can. Garbage in the trash can. That's amazing. And move on because I don't really even want to go up there. I want to get moving on and find... Come on, Stone. Pick up. Like I said, I would be really happy if they do implement a new gathering system. Good, some feathers, yes. Because pointing directly at that stone and getting it without something else ahead of it is like way harder than one would think. Is that a pig? That squeal sounded a little bit like a pig, but I was like... anyway, so we got a crossroads here, and I'm going to tell you the next thing. The terrain is based on height or elevation. So you get a lot of desert in the lower elevations, and then you should get into plains and grasslands and forests upper when you go up a bit. And then beyond that you should get into, you will get into snow and cold, icy, whatever biomes. So I'm going to head hopefully uphill. You never really know. Did that rabbit just like appear in front of us? I think it did. That's another issue I think people have been having, is sometimes the mobs and apparently rabbits just appear right in front of your face because the spawning isn't working quite right or something. All right, let's get the arrows in the inventory, and no. This is a terrible faulty wooden bow, but usually, at least on the little zombies, you can one-shot them if you get a good headshot. So either I missed, or we just didn't roll very well on that one. And I'm actually really okay with that, because they actually had made the... Oh yes, a barn. Nice. They actually... Is that a rabbit that makes that noise? I hear that scream and a squeal, and I'm like, what is that? It's a friggin' rabbit. That is the loudest rabbit in the world. Okay, whatever. I'm kind of okay with having to shoot a couple times, because you know it's your level 1 bow with your level 1 arrows, and if it can go around and just one-shot everything, then kind of what's the point of upgrading? But they had nerfed it harder, and apparently... I'm looking for the rabbit now. Whatever. Apparently it was really bad for a couple of the versions of Alpha 12, and it just took like a ton of arrows to kill anything. So they've reverted it a little bit, I guess. All right, it's 1 o'clock. Definitely want to check out that barn. Let's look up over the ridge here and just see what's over this way first. And maybe that, you know, barns I think are not maybe a great place to try to stay for the night, especially on night 1. But oh, okay, never mind. We got a food store or something. That might be working stiff tools. I can't tell from here. Okay, we got better things over here. Nice. All right, so Random World Gen has decided to favor us a little bit. We also have a bit of wood. Sweet. We're still definitely in the desert. Oh, just right here is a little bit of a merging with a forest from somewhere. So hopefully, maybe like on the other side of that town, it will be a forest, because this is how the hello, come on. This is how the biomes merge together now. You'll have kind of remnants of one biome pop up where it's mostly the other biome, and then it converts over. You get 50-50, and then you get more of the other biome as you get closer to it. Okay, I don't even know if I chopped down a tree. I've done this 3 times or whatever. Trees now have physics, and they will usually fall away from you, although sometimes I have seen them fall downhill. So be careful, because it's really a falling tree, and it can really fall on your head, and it can really ruin your day in a big old hurry. Okay, where are we at? 1 o'clock? 2 o'clock. Okay, we're okay. I need to get in there and clear out the zombies, because we're going to have a lot of zombies around every point of interest, especially when it's a large town thing like that, or at least larger buildings. So I can't waste too much more time out here. Okay, let me repair this. Nice thing, right click, repair, will automatically put it up there. It takes the first available slot, though. It doesn't go back into your inventory where it was. But still, nice to be able to just 1 click, right click, and do that. Or 2 clicks, I guess it is, whatever. Come here. Alright, that's a good amount of logs. Let's go ahead and craft. I need to craft other things. Let's craft half of those into the things. And let's go take a look and see what we got in the town here. So the reason I'm saying a little bit short on time is we're going to have a bunch of zomberts in here to take care of before nighttime. But let's go see what we got. Oh, Born and Noble. Oh, wow, that's actually a big score, because, oh man, I almost want to save it. Good grief, really? There's like, okay, there they go. See, they all just spawned in there. The spawning is not working perfectly. Shotgun Messiah, Born and Noble, and what's that? Working Stiff. Oh man. I almost want to level up a bit first before I go through and loot these, because you have a better chance at good loot the higher your level is. So, there's actually not that many zombies here. Where are we at? 3 o'clock. Oh. Let's clear this out. We may have to stay here tonight. Dang it. The level of looting is making me think, well, what if I spend like a day just killing zombies, get to like level 10, and then start doing this? Anyway, okay, so we got some arrows. Did I not make arrows yet? Yeah, we got arrows right there. Wood, arrows, feathers. That's what should be down here. Let's make a few more arrows. That's good. Let's go ahead and just play sniper with some sniper. Play bow hunter man with some zombies here. There you are. I knew I heard you. Oh man, this bow has got to be the worst quality ever. There we go. There's a level. And I just missed. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that was totally me. But anyway, the bow is Oh come on! I'm just laughing at myself here. There you go. There you go. So you guys don't even know about me. You're just like over there fighting the store. Okay, well, there's more than a couple of zombies here now. Okay, so I'm gonna just take a little bit of time to kill some zombies, I guess. And hopefully that'll give me a couple levels before I start looting tonight. I guess it is day one. I won't cut out the recording. We'll just do this. Ah! That's another problem. The animation sometimes gets a little sideways and you can't actually see where you're going to shoot. And that was my fault. Okay. Now I'm at the point where I want to hit him with the club. But I got to tell you guys, using the club is kind of a terrible idea because... yeah, there we go. There's a one shot. They can hit almost as far as you can. And when they hit you, they pretty much always stun you. Versus when you hit them, you probably won't stun them. Did I just... Okay. I guess that is one thing. You do get a targeting dot when you're in stealth mode. I love that I'm standing in the middle of the street in front of these guys and I'm undetected. Oh well. Did I just... Oh, man. Not doing super hot here on the shots today. Okay. Tiny bit of lag. And tiny bit of... What was that, you moron? Alright, enough of shooting up at him. That sucks. Okay, level 4. We're getting somewhere. Oh, it's broken. I'm like, why? You no shoot. Alright, well, we can fix that. Repair. And of course it doesn't go back into the slot. Can't believe I broke that already. That thing has got to have the worst quality ever. And if I wasn't being surrounded by zombies, I would check. Let's get on over here. 1705. Okay. Like I said, I believe they're set to start running at 2200. So we've got a little bit of time. And killing them for some level ups is not a bad idea. They're not overwhelming right now, which is good since it's day one. Oh. 4 arrows. And 2 hits? 2 hits. Okay. Oh, I just got a schematic. Alright, so that's the next thing I wanted to mention is pretty much everything requires a schematic now. So here's how I can craft 9mm bullets. Let's read that. So when you start out, there's only a very few things you can figure out how to make on your own. you have to find schematics for nearly everything. Stand still. Including crossbow, I was going to say forge, but actually you don't need a schematic for the forge anymore. Which is interesting. Okay, come on. Hey, that's the end of the road again. I guess the end of a road is a thing now. I don't like that. I really hate using this club because if they hit you and you get stunned, then you take multiple hits, and it's not like immediately a death sentence, but it ain't good. It's a pain. Really not a good thing. How am I? Come on. I mean, I played a little bit of this alpha, and I'm not haven't had as much trouble killing zombies as I am right now. Well, part of it is I'm missing, but also these headshots are just not doing the damage I would expect. Okay, nothing on you, nothing on you. Okay, now it's definitely getting pretty late. Oh, I already looked at these? Of course I have. Okay, 1827. I do believe, like I said, they don't start running till 2200, but look at the... Is that the sun or is that the sun? If that's the sun, what the heck is that? Anyway, it's definitely getting late, and it's definitely getting time to hole up here for the night. Good news is, it sounds like we've done fairly well at clearing this place out. Okay, let's get a couple frames going. Wood frames. How much wood do I have? Not a huge ton, but enough. Get a couple going at least so we can block up these doors. And let's go ahead and put some lights on here for you guys. Alright, so now that I have a little bit of time to kind of stand here and craft and think a little bit, let's talk. I said earlier, and actually I'm going to put you right there, because they're going to try to break that door down. They dislike doors for some reason. I'm not going to be able to block all these windows. It's a lot of windows. We're just going to have to hide out in the back here in a little bit. So, like I said, my plan for this, actually, I didn't say it. My plan for this is, oh, and these doors are gone. I like that. How about here? Locked up. We're going to just do that. And we should be pretty good for the night. I'll start up front by the windows. I hear a zombie, but he's a ways away. Start up front by the windows and move back to the dark area back there in a little bit. So, yeah, my plan here is to attempt to survive 7 days straight. And I'm going to record all the daytime for you guys and maybe part of the nighttime. Because nighttime is just super dark in this and kind of just, at least for the first couple days, you're just sitting there holding your head and hoping nothing finds you. Anyway, so... Oh, something in my throat. 1 second. Okay. Got a quick sip of water there. Okay, we got a poor iron shovel. So, yeah, anyway, whatever. Let me finish one thought before I go to the next. Huh? That would be cool if I could ever do that. So, this version has the new random world gen, but the new random world gen has a few issues. And I don't really want to keep this world forever. But you are, it's really based on level now. Hearing things outside. The game is based on your player level now, because you need to level up in order to get the better crafts and better chance at loot from, well, from everything. So, I kind of want to keep the character, and I kind of don't want to keep the world around forever. I think what I'm going to do is, when Alpha 13 comes out, I'm going to restart the world, but not the character. So normally when you log into or create a new world like we did today, You start out with just like 1 water and 1. Let me just put this here for the moment. 1 water and 1 can of soup or whatever, and real basic stuff. And you're level 1, and you haven't learned any of the schematics, etc., etc. So what I want to do, I found out you can actually just copy, or at least in Alpha 12 it works, you can copy your player file from one map to the next. So my plan is to update to Alpha 13 when it comes out, and really? Nothing? Wow. Do a new world. Hopefully it's got the new world gen with some better water features and stuff. I'm hoping that's coming in 13. We'll see. But keep this player, so I'm not starting over completely from scratch. I'll be able to keep my levels and my schematics, well, all the stuff I've learned, and well, I could keep the equipment. I think I won't, though. Let's scrap you. Oh, that didn't work because I haven't scrapped anything else yet. Okay, here we go. I could keep my equipment, but I think I will start over without equipment. So we'll see. Well, I can make a decision on that later. Yeah, that's the idea. I did want to mention, actually I've probably said this already, since you don't have lakes and rivers, and I guess you do have a POI for water, but since you don't have lakes and rivers, the toilets in these houses and buildings and stuff is actually one of the only places that you can get water. So really good to have that available. Alright, I don't really care about scrap lead yet. I don't have enough inventory space. I don't care about a couple of gunpowder. If and when I get to that point, we'll make hundreds of gunpowder. This will scrap into iron, but you need 2 or 3 of them, so we'll just drop that. These will scrap into iron. Oh, you know what? No, that's fine. For that, it doesn't matter. I think this will scrap into iron? Yeah. And there are iron arrowheads. Until we can make those, I don't think like 1 iron arrowhead's going to be... I'll keep it for now. I'll keep it for now. Brass, I don't really care about yet. That's a waste. Okay. You hear that? Wall. That's the sound that tells you that bad things are coming in. The zombies they be a-running. So this is now time to be quiet and not wander around breaking into boxes and stuff. Actually, that's a good point. I really shouldn't go chopping into these. I might risk it. I don't hear any zombies really. Yeah, it sounds pretty quiet out there. But if they detect me, then they're going to try to come in. They'll have to break down the walls, though, so it'll take a bit. One more thing. You can't lockpick safes anymore. You have to break them. So you use like your axe or whatever. Oh, wow, that's dark. Use your axe or whatever, and then you can eventually break them, and they become insecure or something like that, and then you can get into them. So, I don't know. I think an actual lockpicking mini game would be better, but whatever. Okay, guys, I'm going to let's try to break into a couple of these before I call it. If I start hearing zombies, I'm going to stop and just wait out the night, because at this point there's no way I want to take on any zombies at nighttime. It's just way too dangerous. So, you know what? Let me chop all this, and I'll come back and show you the loot. That's probably better than sitting here watching me chop the whole thing, huh? Super slow, super slow. Whoops. Actually, let's look at 2 things. So your quality is 1. That's as bad as you can get. Your quality is 28. That's very slightly better. Your quality is 1. So yeah, this bow is kind of terrible. And so is this stone axe. I've got a couple of level ups, so let's go ahead and make a new axe and a new bow. And let's see how the random number generator works. So I'm only level 4. The way it works is you get 10 points per level, and then it's plus or minus 50. So the best case would be 90, the worst case would be 1. 26. Let's try the bow, because that bow was just not doing the damage. Do I have enough? Yeah, I got enough. Let's go 90. Even 90 is still faulty quality. You got to get to 100 to be poor quality. But better than 1 would be really great. 85, yes! So 110 durability versus 30. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. So that's quite a bit better. I'll finish using this one up, and there we go. Alright, let me crack all these open, and we'll be back in a second to check out the loots. Alright, loot time. I actually broke that first little stone axe, and I've used this one completely up. And I may have just used my last couple of stones to make arrows, so I can't even repair that right now. I have to wait for the morning. But I got all but one of these open. Another shovel and a hard metal door. Bunch of wooden frames. I will definitely take those. How about a fire axe? Or a pickaxe would be wonderful. Oh, there's a fire axe. It's faulty, but... Oh, yes! And it's even poor. Okay, so we got some really important stuff there. I don't need the stone axe anymore, because I now have a fire axe. Although, well, I got a repair tool. So you can't repair with the stone axe. Actually, pickaxe will go here, and regular axe will go here. Quality 33, so that's pretty terrible. And I don't have any metal strips yet, so I can't really repair it, but we'll get to that. I don't need 2 iron shovels, so let's scrap that one. Let's put those on the bar. I don't know if I'd use them door or not. What is it scrap for? A dozen? Eh, I'll hold on to it for the moment. I'll probably end up scrapping that because I don't know if I'm going to use it. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's break into this last one here with our faulty, what is this? Fire axe. And see what our last one has for us. Oh, another pickaxe and another shovel. Okay, I can do without the shovel. But the pickaxe is cool. I will definitely take a second one of those. So that means I should now be able to make, not quite yet. I know how to make a forge. But we're going to have to get some more pieces than we used to have to get. So we're going to need some clay. Got the shovel for that. 1 short iron pipe and bellows. What does bellows take? Do I know how to make those? Let's try to make this. Okay. So we need a second pipe, a bunch of leather, and some wood. Alright, wood's easy. Leather, we're going to have to go kill some deer or whatever. And we should be able to make a forge anytime we want after that. Great. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope to see you in the next one. Again, I'm going to try to make it 7 days without dying. And then probably call it until Alpha 13 comes out. And hopefully pick up from there. So, that's it for now. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.